Oh my dog. This shit is crazy, bro. Like that bitch go crazy. No way it ended like that. No. Oh my god, I wanted it to keep going, bro. I thought he was gonna have like a drop or some shit right there, man. I gotta say, man, this is probably one of my favorite albums of 2023. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about when you do list videos. Like, they're never accurate. More so, just they're just your favorite. I wouldn't even call them top albums of the year, or worst album of the year. It's like albums that you've heard that you think is the top album of the year. You know, I think that's what the better term should be. But clickbait is clickbait. I think that like this album was just so well produced. The drums, the trumpets, you know, the piano play from Sampha, like, because I know he plays his own piano shit. Like, that on top of his just very creative way of delivering his vocality, his melodies. I think that Sampha has just mastered this kind of just indie side of him, indie style, you know, along the drum and bass. You guys call it D&B, drum and bass. There's also some UK garage in there. You know, shout out to what's her name? Shout out to Pink Panthers. Can't even think about her right now because this album's so fucking good. I just loved how the creativity, how every single track sounded different. That's always what I speak on. Just the creativity of Sampha, of how he can just take you on this journey and immerses you into the music. It just feels like, you know, from start to finish, you're hearing and you're going on an adventure, you know, through his musical creativity. I think that just Sampha is in his league of his own, and while he is, I would say, as not as popular mainstream as he should be, deservingly so, I just think that he really doesn't care about that, man. He cares about his quality of his music, and I feel like that's the problem nowadays too. Is like no one really cares about the quality of their music. They're just trying to get a hit out, and yeah, it may just be some shit where it is some normal shit, and the fact that we're just fiending for something different, that could definitely be the case. But you know, objectively, but I just think that, I don't know, man. Whenever you hear a Sampha track or a Sampha album, you're never going to get the same thing. You know, he's always going to give you something different that you've never heard before, and you're gonna take at least 6 to 7 tracks from it, and you're gonna enjoy yourself, if not the whole album. I just feel like Sampha is just, especially in like, you know, his craft. He appreciates his craft. You know, this album is layered to the T. I don't know if he has a hand in production or not, but I feel like whenever he gets on a track, he kind of just like knows what to do with it. You know, he's like analyzing, he's taking every single part of the track. There's different jumps, there's different cadences, there's different drops, you know, different instrumentation. Like one track, the trumpets was the main focal point of the track, and then another track you had the piano play, and then another track, you know, the drums and the bass was just taking over the tracks. And it's crazy how he just puts all of that together as well. Like it makes no sense how you would think it wouldn't sound good, especially of a singer. You know, like usually when you get some uppity type tracks, especially with drums and shit, you expect some more of a faster flow, something more harder, not softer. And I just think that Sampha, man, he mastered that to the T. He knows exactly, you know, what's going to sound good. He knows what sounds good, and he's not going to put out a failed product. I feel like this album right here, Lahai, I don't know how you say it, but it's so tranquil and so peaceful, yet it's so full of personality and it's alive. That's just what I really feel like. I feel like it's just alive. It just feels like you're watching a movie through your ears. Like it's hard to really explain, but I can't just help but just smile the whole time. I'm literally just smiling the whole time. I'm just like listening, like trying to hear it, because you guys know production is my favorite thing about music, man. Production is my favorite thing. I love production, bro. Like I can just listen to a whole album of just instrumentals, and so me just sitting here, just listen to the instrumentals, listen to the different shit, live instrumentation, like live instruments will always be king. You know, no matter what in the sampling world. Everybody's always going to love, like just the piano. Everybody's always going to love the guitar, the cello, the trumpets. Like those sounds cannot be replaced by new technology. They are timeless sounds, and I feel like not only is Sampha singing, he's also rapping too. He got not rapping, but he has like a different style to him where he starts, like I can do more than sing, and I can only imagine this live, man. Live, this is probably like an insane thing to just experience, and I probably do want to go to a Sampha concert. I'm gonna try to find a way to get to a Sampha concert and just enjoy the experience. But this album, man, I gotta say, it's probably one of my favorite listens. Even though I'm listening to it the 5th day of 2024, I feel like this is exactly why I hate being a music reviewer sometimes, or a YouTuber, or whatever you want to call it, just listening to music with people on the internet. Is because to have a raw experience, I have to wait on albums. And there's a lot of albums I know that have come out that have been so fire and just so dope that I have not gotten a chance to experience because I'm waiting for my subscribers. I always say too, like, it's a double-edged sword with music because there's always going to be new music in the world, and that's a beautiful thing. But there will always be new music that you will never listen to in your life, which is a very sad thing. So, man, this Sampha album, I don't want to even give it a rating, man. 9.5 out of 10. I think it was pretty flawless, man. It's nothing really that I hated on this album. Like, I mean, I can't really think of anything that I hate on this album. You really don't gotta wait, to be honest. I do have to wait though. That's the thing. I don't have to wait, but I'm already trained to wait. If that makes sense. Like I'm not. I can't just not wait. Like I just can't. Like I have to wait. So, yeah, man, it's just dope. Just hearing this whole thing, just sitting back and just enjoying it, man. Like, this is crazy, bro. Like, if you want to watch the full video, it is on Patreon. I'm definitely going to start doing a lot more Patreon. I did not do a lot of Patreon last year. I was being lazy, but not this year. We're going to definitely be on our A game. And yeah, that's how I feel about that. So thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching YouTube. Till next time, we are out. Love y'all. And yeah, be safe.
jtbs.